tuned, okay? So once I have that fuzzed, I'm just gonna take my surface, I'm gonna flip it around real quick so I'm looking at it from the right angle because I have a hanger on the back of mine. And I'm just gonna take my transfer and I am just gonna place it, you know, kind of in the middle of my chalkboard. And I just want to show it just simply with white because isn't there just something classic about a traditional black chalkboard with white chalk? And I just think this is going to look, you want to make sure you have it pressed down with look, I'm seeing a little bit of lint on my silkscreen area, so I want to get that off because I don't want it to affect my image. Just make sure you don't have any bumps or bubbles and you don't have any kind of pieces of lint or anything like that. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, just use something. You could even use your clothes. You could use a hand towel, whatever you have on hand. And I'm just gonna, I don't ever hardly do this because I wanted to put shimmer on here, you guys, you know how much I did, but I'm gonna just keep it really, really basic. And I'm just gonna use our, it's not even faced right, there you go, bright white chalk paste. And these are the 3-ounce jars. They will last you a long time. And guys, it's simple as this. I have my wet chalk, which is what we call chalk paste, on here, and I'm just gonna start putting it right on my transfer. Now, you do wanna move kind of quickly, especially if you're doing the entire piece, because the chalk will dry in about 5 minutes or less. And depending on where you are and what your climate is like, or if you have your ceiling fan on while you're doing it, it can dry even faster. And you don't want it to dry in your silkscreen area. We want it to release to your surface. So if you're worried that that might happen, because it's a bigger piece, and I know like when I first started chalking, I felt like I was very cautious, and so I moved a little slower. So if you're afraid that your chalk paste may dry in your silkscreen area, then I'm gonna show you what you would do. We would do what we call a paste and peel technique. I'm just making sure I have all my silkscreen area covered, and if, I didn't go all the way down there for some reason, and then once I've done that, I just pull off any extra, okay? And you can go either direction and just pull off your extra. I'm gonna try to go up to about like the midpoint. And then I'm gonna show you what a paste and peel looks like, okay? So you don't wanna waste your chalk paste. All right, so there we go. I've done half of it. Now I'm just gonna grab my transfer down here by the corner and work my way to the middle because you don't wanna, that was the other reason why we fuzz our transfer. You don't want your transfer to be stretched because then it would affect your image the next time you use it. So I usually start at the side and work my way to the middle, and then I start pulling my transfer up. And you can do it slowly. If you've missed any, you lay it right back down, but look how fabulous every time. You don't like your handwriting, or you want decor that you can change out over and over again? This is your fun project that you can look forward to every month. You don't have to be creative to be able to do this. The transfers do all the work, you guys. Look how cool that is. Isn't that very, very stunning? I love it. So now I'm just gonna lay this back down. I'm not gonna press it down, I'm just gonna lay it down. And what happened was the chalk paste then released from the silk screen and onto the surface. If you leave it on there too long, like I said, it can dry in your silk screen, and then you'll go to pull it back and you'll wonder why in the world you don't have a better image, and it's because the chalk dried in the silk screen area. Now, don't stress over it. It's not anything to worry about. It's always fixable. Everything's figure-outable, especially in crafting and hand crafting. But if you're worried about that and that happens to you and you need to reach out to me, please feel free. That's what I'm here for. I want to support you on your creative journey, and I just want to encourage you to try to be creative. But guys, I'm doing my favorite part, what we call peel and reveal. And if you feel like it's pulling, like it's snug when you're pulling it off, just kind of wiggle it back and forth a little bit, just a little bit. But look at this, you guys. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now I will take that transfer and my squeegee to the sink and use cool running water to clean my transfers with. And the squeegees, I just use a little bit of like dish soap or hand soap and wash it myself with my hand. So I'm getting ready to get a thunderstorm, you guys. Sorry, it got really dark in here. Did you notice that? But look how fabulous that looks, you guys. And I hope you like this idea, and come back and join me for the next time that we create it, okay? But until I see you next time, you guys, be safe, be healthy, and be blessed. All right, guys, bye.